Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for August 22nd, 2023. This is for Aries. Last shuffle coming out for Aries. Let's see what's going on. All right, so what we have is Angels of the Four Directions and Optimism. I honestly feel as though with this, you've got to, off the top, be optimistic. You have to be aware that optimism is going to, like, there's miracles occurring for you, but there's a need to be optimistic in order to obtain them, or in order to tap into your miracles, the things that are going to, yeah, especially when it comes to like people contributing to things, like if you have common goals or common interests with other people. It's like if you're optimistic, it seems as though it pushes them forward to do their part. I know it's like you got to be a cheerleader. Um, so you have your own energy coming out here that fell out. So let's see what's going on. All right. Interesting. Okay, very interesting. King of Pentacles. Golly, you have a lot of kings coming out here, and a queen. So here's the deal. Now you have the Emperor, Two of Swords, King of Swords, Death here, and King of Pentacles. So this tells me off the top, right? It's very difficult to be able to tell whether or not someone is being honest, whether or not someone is being genuine in their contribution, or whatever it is that, like, they're making positive changes. That may be something that is showing, that there's an energy of someone. They're not. There's something about a person in your life, or people in your life. They're calling attention to people who act like they're smarter than you. That these are people that may, they act like they're smarter than you, but they're not contributing much. They're showing a lot of energy of that here, that you may not be clear on whether or not they're being honest or true. You're not clear on whether or not they are just trying to be smarter than you, or if there's just a lot of that, right? Ah, gosh. If they're making positive changes, there's something about that as well. Like, did they make the changes they said they would make? Are they still trying to be the smartest person in the room? Are they still trying to confuse me? You're not really clear on that. They're showing the angels are angels of the four directions. They have Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Hermit, and Queen of Cups. They're saying that it's important for you to do you be that person. You be the one that is clear. You be the one that is actually practicing what they preach. You be the one that is acting off of their own intelligence, right? Their own the logic, making logical sense, being responsible, being dependable. They want you to do that. That as you make the changes, they're going to work on the other people around you, especially if you're working in a team or working as a group. They're especially calling attention to the confusion, not to add to the confusion. They're asking you not to. You may be tempted to. You may be tempted to return the same petty energy that they're exuding towards you. You may be tempted to be like, well, good. You want to play games. You want to act like you're the smartest one in the room, although you're not doing anything. I could do the same thing. Optimism here with Two of Cups and Seven of Cups. Be optimistic about getting what you want. So there's something about, like, you want people to be honest. You want them to give their fullest, their all when they're doing something when you're involved. Like, if I'm gonna be there, can you at least do your part and do it all the way? I shouldn't have to stand over you like you think you're standing over me. It seems as though there's someone that's like this around you, that stands over you and doesn't do anything. The spirit's showing that you may feel tempted to do the same, like just stand over them. Well, let me go over here and do that to you, or whatever. And so they're asking you to be very optimistic that you're going to get what you want. And in order, you must be in that energy so that you can give your all, so that spirit can do their job. You need to step out of they're almost like, step out of this, let us handle it, let us deal with that person. We have behind a mask here with the world and four of swords. They're saying that you got to like let something go, let it all go. The confusion, the not and knowing if they're being honest. It's almost like let it go and block it out. Block out what you feel of other people, or what you feel about this group or your friends or whoever it is. And they're almost speaking of forgiving them. Dig deep and say, think about. It's almost like not necessarily putting yourself in other people's shoes, but kind of, how lost a person must be, how lightly they take life, how they must not feel like they're worth the work, the effort to put into something, and then let it go and let spirit deal with it. They're speaking of behind a mask being at peace with letting this go, or letting people what is it? Let them act how they want to act, and let the angels work that out, because you're going to get what you want out of the situation. Now you have the Wheel of Fortune with King of Wands and Dark Thoughts. And they're speaking of having dark thoughts about how it's like you may be wanting, this says the same thing. You want the tables to turn so bad. You're having petty thoughts like, I want the tables to turn so I can be on over you and see how you like it. Because I not only do I practice, not only do I practice what I preach, but I could be just as wrong as you and loud, you know. But I won't be wrong. Is the difference. I could be loud, and I could be as domineering as you. I could be as obnoxious as you. There's something about this here, with the dark thoughts. You may want to just be like, nah. You want conflict? I can show you conflict. Okay, I can show you a competition. You want to compete? I don't think you want to compete where you don't compare. And there's something about this here. I want to flip the tables and be that. Now I'm going to be on you. Now I'm going to be the fire up under your tail. How about that? Because I didn't need that, kind of energy. There's something about that screaming out here. The angels are asking you to forgive these people, or accept that is what they don't take life seriously. Let the angels work that out. The angels are going to cause them to do a deep dive. They're going to cause people to that are surrounding you, your friends, your lovers, or your lover, or the people just in general around you. They're talking about all relationships, from all like a broad spectrum of people that are doing this with you. The angels are causing them to do some soul searching and think about what they're putting out, what they're doing, and how they're leading themselves into a blind ditch. How they're not bringing forth the options that they really want. Like what they're doing is causing themselves to be in a place where they're not getting anything good out of this situation. Spirit is going to call attention to them. They're saying behind a mask, you just need to do your job and have peace, knowing. They're almost saying you need to ignore them. Like, just pretend that they don't exist and do your part. Okay. Especially ignore. They're speaking a lot about ignoring. They're saying you're aligning to what you want, though. Blessings are coming towards you, and you don't have to do anything. They don't want you to do anything except for what you already do as a person. You already show up and show out. You already are very honest. You already are a hardworking person. You're someone everyone depends on and can rely on. And you may not have that kind of energy in your corner, but they're saying as you continue to do what you're doing, Spirit's you take one step, they take two. And they're going to work on people around you that are not exuding the same energy. No worries, right? You could be dealing with a Virgo and another Aries, a Capricorn, or a Sagittarius here. You also have Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You have every sign here. I want to be honest. But the main signs I'm seeing, I will say the main signs is Scorpio, another Aries, Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius. You don't have to be dealing with these signs at all. However, these signs could be in your, they are in your chart because they're all here. All right. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.